on the book he has he has a folder here called classes, but we don't have the folder here inside the web INF. So it was a matter of either creating a folder here or taking the classes out of here. So it was a lot easier just to take the classes out of here. Right? Otherwise we would have to move all these files over. And that was working, so we left it alone. Okay? That was the only thing that we changed. And you know, we had these init parameters there. So, all right, so let's see, we did that, right? Chapter 4, enhance. We have the confirm JSP, which is the regular JSP that we did from chapter 1, and the edit from chapter 1, and the process from chapter 1. So we moved it over here inside this subdirectory so that people from the outside don't see it. Okay. Okay, what else? Then we went into chapter 1 here. We went into page 1 here. And this is from the very first, exactly from the very first program. Remember the first one they formalized. Okay, the index, we just saw it. And now it becomes the fun here, fun part here. We are here into the source packages. So we have on chapter 3, we have the controllers and the request data that we did from chapter 3. We just copied and pasted it in there. We didn't make any changes to it, right? There was no changes there. Then we had 2 more, chapter 4 enhanced, where we have the controller that is actually being executed. And this one extends the helper. We'll look into that in a minute. And then we have the share. So the share has a button method, the helper base, and then this guy that is called init log4. Yes, sir.
I just have a question. There's some files that have a .class extension. What happens to those?
It's supposed to be inside the class folder, right?
Oh, I was asking. I don't see it.
You're not talking about the library guys, right?
No. But what is the .class extension?
I have never been able to see it. Really. Let's find out. I've been saving everything here into the folder called samples. Okay, so this one that we just did is
chapter 4?
No. That's interesting.
Tutorials. It was on the tutorials one.
No, this is called tutorial 1 for chapter 4. This is the one that we're working on. This is a separate one. And this is definitely not it. I'll have an answer for you next class.
Okay.
Unless someone has the answer for me. Okay, so the last guy here, for those that were not here last time, we needed to copy these jar files that he's giving us a section where to load it, download it from his webpage, and we just copy them in here, into the libraries. Okay? And jar files are nothing more than zip files for Java programs. So I guess he's got a whole bunch of Java programs in there compressed, but we have no access to it. And it was these 4 of them. Okay? And this log4 is the one that creates the logs. All of the software that automatically creates it.
On those jar files that he wants us to download from somewhere that he's not explaining what, do I have access to know what they really are in between? I mean, what is it that I'm downloading to my computer?
He has them on the book on his website. Now, what's inside there, I have no idea, but I'm sure, I know that you can on-jar those guys and see all the programs inside.
Yeah, like if you hit the arrow,
Yeah,
you can
click
see
on it.
all the
Perfect.
classes. And just a bunch of
Oh,
Java
okay,
files.
just find my computer.
What's their purposes again? what's the purpose of this?
For your
What happens is that a lot of times when you have a lot of programs and you don't want to go ahead and copy, I don't know, 100 programs, you go ahead and compress them and put them on a subdirectory. And then the the JVM can access that guard automatically and read and execute anything that's there. Okay. Oh, here's some classes. Here's a whole bunch more classes. Right? And there's a lot more classes here. Here's a topic that the preferred topic everybody here, arrays, right? Let's go back to these guys. So the libraries, we're clear with the libraries, right? Now, what is this guy doing here?
It's a copy of the single.
Yep, copy the same guy. But this one has a path in there, not the name.
The other one is a log path too.
Remember we put it back to log?
No, you left it.
I didn't change it?
No, you didn't change it. You left it. It works.
It works, but it didn't give us any errors. It's supposed to write errors in there. Let's leave it alone. Okay, so this is where we're gonna spend the rest of the next 5 minutes. On the number 4, right? These are some of the modifications, and what we did, we copied these files that are here, and these files, we got it from his website. We just literally took him, put him in there, okay? But we wanna know, we're curious, we wanna know what this guy is. So this one extends the servlet, do get. Okay, so that's the controller, and this is where the lot, where you have the whole logic in here. So if you follow the steps that you have on the website, you'll get lost really easily, okay? So what we decided to do was just to go ahead and copy this guy here. So this one extends the helper base, which one is it?
Helper base, chapter 4.
Chapter 4. Share. That'll be on the share? Yeah, right here. And what is he doing? He's got some get datas. He talks about on the book about this one, the copy section, and he's telling us to go ahead and add it. And we did. We just copied and pasted it. And there was no errors. We did a really good job on that. What is this guy doing? The data returns some object that is data. The copy from session. Anybody that took this class with him before? Yeah? You did? Does he go through this? I mean, does he expect you to learn that code? Or does he give you the code and just go ahead and put it there?
Yeah, just whatever's in there. You would just show us a presentation and, go over maybe some tiny bits of code, but he expected you to read the book and figure it out.
He doesn't go over the tutorial like you, like he just reads his
Yeah,
PowerPoints and that's it.
He smiles a lot during class. I don't know if you ever had a class with him.
Yeah, I did.
He's a clown,
I took an assembler with him.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
Wait, assembly
like over
language?
here or
Over here.
over
You're
there?
at FIU.
No, here, for you, yeah.
FIU.
No, I mean like as a student.
As a student, right,
As a
yeah.
student.
Because I've taken a class
Yeah,
with,
long
or
time.
I've taken a class with Robertson. Was he the teacher or was he a student?
He was a teacher,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Oh my God, I feel sorry for you.
They canceled the class, they don't teach it anymore. I don't know why.
because nobody uses that language anymore.
So this one, you really didn't have to run the code, the actual code, he just make you get it from here, right?
Yeah, he just like I said, he would just go over some slides that he would make, and he would probably write and explain some things, but go over the code like we do, no way.
Is that why you think that's
Because I mean, yes,
So when do we ever make the website this complex?
when you take the class.
But like in real life, like when you make your.
I have never, and I've done some really big websites. I mean, with PHP and with actual big databases and a lot of data and stuff like that.
So this is just short, but you made it like dynamic and everything with showing this. I would assume this is just to make the website more dynamic, right?
The other ones were actually dynamic also because you were able, and you buy stuff and you have an inventory and you select the products and stuff like that. All of that is 100% dynamic because if you buy something, you have to take it away from the inventory, right? So it's 100% dynamic, and also you need it to be able to open an account and create a password. So that's 100% dynamic. And I never went to this level ever.
Unix code.
Obviously, this is probably like a lot more advanced, I guess. I don't know.
I think it's just to show to help it be more organized. Maybe.
Probably, yeah.
This is about like it's done that like all we started from the beginning. So it's building up.
Something I said? No, okay, just making sure. Yeah, no, I mean, I had a database, come on, right?
I love that website.
Something like this, right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing like that over here at all. And this is quite sophisticated. But there's no hello guy, nothing like that, yeah. Well, that's the ugly looking people there.
I think it's that boring.
Huh? It's about genes and stuff like that, bacteria and viruses and stuff like that. Nothing like that in there. And then you go and look at my ugly website and you go like, I had a student last semester who was telling me, why is your website so ugly? I'm not kidding. So I just, and it is, but you know, I don't have the time to play with that. And it does the job, I think, I don't know. All right, let's go back to
Code.
the code. Okay, so, yes,
When I read in the book, and it was hard to understand, he was saying the copy from session,
right,
that if session helper, big class that means if something, like a helper comes from the class and it matches that class, then you should use that helper, but if it's a new class, then you should create a different helper. I mean, it was confusing. It's like it recognizes when the document has been used before,
right.
and if not, then it creates something new.
The same
But
thing
I
with
didn't
the,
get it.
yeah, the same thing with the XML. The XML, if it goes there and doesn't find the settings on the XML, it's supposed to pick him, to get the settings out of servlet. Which one? I have no idea. I mean, but he recommends to do it to the XML because if you do it to the XML, you can change that on the fly without having to recompile anything. So all you do is you access the XML, you change the stuff there, like if you want to move things to a different folder, you do that and that's it. There's no need to, I guess when you're loading up that into the ISO.NET server, they're talking about. Okay, so what's the